Hi guys, welcome back on my channel. Dorota Paicka, international nail artist and educator here, and today we are going to do some fresh set of the nails. Have a preview of it in here. Absolutely amazing, just like nothing better than starting from the scratch. So I will show you how to sculpt a coffin shaped nails on the forms with the fiber gel, and I hope you really learn a lot. Also, hit the subscribe button if you don't want to miss how pretty we will decorate those nails in the next video. Let's start. Down to scratch, and we can start sculpting a fresh set. So I'll show you how I'm doing it. We've got the sculpting forms, and I'm going to start preparing them and then put them on the side. So I'm always pulling it and put this tab behind, leave some empty space in here just so you can trim it easily. And I will show you a slightly different way today how I'm going to apply the form, because quite often I just cut it on the sides, but also we can just cut out the first row from the form. This will just make your life much easier later on when you apply it. And then on this one I've got this slight hyponychium, so just cut out a hyponychium space, then roll it in between the fingers and put it on the side. So pinky is ready. Gosh, it feels weird with not having the nails. Also, in the next tutorial, I will show you how to create this beautiful set of the nails as well for a winter. So if you're new in here, hit the subscribe button so you don't miss. And also, existing subscribers, you can hit the notification bell, guys, so you don't miss any videos. And quite often, guys, you ask me if you see my nails, are they going to be on the channel? Yes, always. They are always going to be on the channel. So any kind of tutorial you have watched and you have seen my nails, you can search how it was done. Now on the middle finger, I've got quite high hyponychium. You can see it does this bits and pieces of the skin, and so does here. I have actually fileted the most I did ever. So I'm really happy about it, because obviously it will look much neater. Filing hyponychium can be quite painful, so we shouldn't be removing it. It's a seal which protects our nail bed from infections. Okay, so this middle finger, I need to cut out those hyponychium space. And let me try it. That should fit in, so roll it in. And then the most difficult one, because this one has the highest hyponychium. So cut it out. The reason why I'm widening the nail form is so it's easier to pinch. And you know, guys, I like to pinch, but even if you don't have a pinching clamps, if you cut your form this way, you will be able to roll it more, like squeeze it more. So check on this one. It's maybe a tiny bit more. It's really, really high, the hyponychium here. And then roll it. Okay, so my forms are ready. I like to always kind of get them up front, and then we can start doing the nails. So before I do any filing, I'm using a blue scrub to dehydrate my nail plate. And the reason for it is there might be some oils, and they will be oils because we was cooking the breakfast. So it's a morning, it's a Saturday morning we are recording it. And then I'm going to give it a scratches to my natural nail. So scratch the surface of my natural nail. I have also really strongly banged it with this nail while doing so, so I need to remove it. There we are. File the free edge. I cannot really file it anymore because it's a living tissue there. Scratch the surface of this one. Make sure every corner is done. And you can also see that there is a tiny bit of the gel left over from the removal. I never remove it kind of completely. I do it at kind of more at this stage now because I don't want to overfile my natural nails. And then this one. You can also use the corner of the file to push back the cuticles and itch this area really well as well. I'm actually so happy to get a fresh set. Couldn't wait. So remove any dust. I clean it really well. Dehydrate again. And then we can apply the forms. So the pinky. I want my forms to be nice and straight. I don't want them to come down. I don't like the nails which are down the way. Then this was the ring finger. Again, check it if it's straight. I mean, obviously for different clients, different nail shapes, I will be cutting the forms slightly different. That's why we are doing nails on the form, so they are kind of custom. You can see the hyponychium did bend a form a little bit in that space, and I just cannot do anything about it. I'm going to leave it this way. And then the index finger. So index fingers grows down the way. I'm putting this form a little bit upwards. Even higher. Okay, check them all out because the way you apply your forms, that's the shape of the nails you are going to get. Remember that. And then we are going to dehydrate them with an extra nail prep. So dehydrate well, because during the foam application we have touched the nail plate. Wait for it to dry and then apply the universal air bond. And then we will use the Perfect Rose gel. And I love this shade. I think, like, I don't know, I just love the look of it on its own. I don't need anything else to make me happy. So universal air bond. If your client's got a problematic nails, you can apply the universal air bond twice. I don't have problematic nails, but I'm always applying it twice anyway. Okay, touch up the forms last time. You can also squeeze them in there so they feel more secure. And then let's start applying the gel. So I'm picking, okay, the gel is like a water. I actually love it when it's like a water. So I'm applying a small scoop on my nail bed. Thank you, cameraman. I definitely need that. So my hand doesn't shake too much. And then another scoop, run it through the middle, and we are going to go all the way to the letter L. Then thin skeleton of the nail. You don't want too much product because it will start to run. On the forms there are some lines, so I do suggest you follow those lines. That will make your get you less filing. Okay, so we've got the first ready. I'm going to cook it, and it's going to be a 10 seconds cure. It will be long enough to freeze my gel without causing any trouble. And I can move on into another nail. And this is how I would do it on the client, with this difference that I would be swapping the hands, so I will be constantly working. Right in the middle, all the way to letter L, and then do this side. And then that side. Okay, happy with another nail. 10 seconds cure again. So our pinky is cured 20 seconds in total. Do the same in here. So this first layer, you wanted it kind of pressed to the nail as strong as possible. Now I will show you maybe this view. I think this is the comfiest way to apply the gel on yourself. And then cure it. Again, 10 seconds, so our pinky will be cured 30 seconds, and 30 seconds is a halfway cure, so we can take a pinching clamp and we can pinch this nail. Okay, so I'm pinching this nail. Pinching shouldn't be sore at all. Not all nails are suitable for a pinching. Some weak nails shouldn't be pinched. And also, if your gel is undercured, you will cause a separation of the product from the nail plate. Pick up another scoop. I'm not happy with this form. I should ideally remove it, but I will just try to do my best on what we've got. It's over pinch on the one side. Okay, 10 seconds cure. And then we will be able to pinch another finger. So remove the pinching clamp, pinch this nail, and this is always my widest nail. Like the middle finger always pinch nice. This one doesn't want to pinch nice, never. And then I can apply the structure here. Nice and thin layer through the entire nail. And then pick up the scoop for the apex. Very warm, so I have no time to play with it. Release it from the brush and then drag it down. Cook it. So I'm going to cure it like about 12 seconds because it's a slightly bigger amount of the product. Leave this one to pinch a little bit more, then apply also the pinching clamp on this middle finger. The middle fingers pinch absolutely amazing. Always, I don't know why, but it does. If your pinching clamp's light, you can give it a couple scratches or clean it with the blue scrap.
The pinching clamps.
Yes, the pinching clamp, not the nails. Good point, cameraman. You've been listening. I'm going to freeze it just because I need this ring finger pinched more. Like it does always bother me so strong. There we are. And then I can pinch this one as well. You could pull the form at this stage, but only if you're 100% sure you've got enough product. Yes, I do have enough product, so I'm just going to make my life easier. And apply thin layer again. So very close to the cuticle. Now you can see it, I've got less product here and more in this point. So I'm trying to even it out a little bit with this small layer. So, oh gosh, my hands are... So even it out and then pick up the large scoop again. That's it built. Touch it up. I love when the gel does that. When it's so runny. And cure it. Okay, so just enough to freeze it. And then remove the pinching clamp. We can also apply the pinching clamps from underneath as well. And then build up this nail. Nice and thin. Check every side. I'm actually having even enough, oh maybe not enough. And then build the apex. Sorry, I'm just all over the place today. Okay, so release the scoop. I'm feeling claustrophobic because cameraman is touching me with the equipment. Have no room. Touch it up. And touch it up.
You have big table, it's enough.
No, it's not enough. You might need to turn it sometimes and then cook it quickly. Freeze it, and then we'll be able to do it the last finger. Also, I suggest, like, once you start seeing the product is running, just leave it alone, cook it. because you will be better off doing a wee touch up. Like, see, I missed a tiny bit product there. I will be definitely better off to touch it up after they cured rather than do it too soon. Pinch this one again.
Too late.
Too late? No.
They're running.
Oh yeah, if the running is too late, like you have just one big mess. So thin layer around the cuticle area, and this is a plenty product for you to have around the cuticle area. Then do apex in here. You need to always release this ball and do not lift your brush from the product. It's almost like building the reverse French. That's the shape I'm doing, because by the time I put it to the lamp, it is just going to run in there. Cook it, and then we are going to do the final pinch on the other nails. So I don't need my product anymore, or maybe I will need to check them, but I don't think so. I do need it. So that's it frozen. This one is nice. This one is nice once I file it, because I've got too much. Let me check this one. I could add a drop more. So basically what I've got on the brush, and just fill this in. And this one, I've got plenty. I can pull the form down as well. And I managed to save the wonky nail. I did. Cool. So yeah, they are ready. They're just needing a final cook. So 60 seconds cure, and then we can shape them. The last couple seconds. So get your UV cleanser ready to remove the inhibition layer and clean it everything well. I also like to clean it underneath, because there is an inhibition layer too. Grab some baby wipe. I'm not going to put the fan, guys, because it can be sometimes quite loud. So just some baby wipe in here. And then we are going to shape those nails. So file the free edge. And this already looks much better. File the V shape. Okay, you can already see it, how the nail is changing. File from underneath to have an even shape. Check the length. And then we are going to blend it, everything around the cuticle area. So this is my, I call it cuticle area, because I'm blending everything, like bring it higher up. Blend in here. And then the other side, exactly the same. Okay, I'm happy with the shape around it. Okay, you can see it. Now we need to thin out the free edge, because it's far too thick. This nail is also a little bit too long. Okay, you can see it, how huge it is. Like, it's so thick. So thin it out. This is always the best movement. I love this movement. And there we are. The first nail is starting to be ready. So much thinner at the free edge. And then do the next one. I'm never filing it like 100% to the finish, because I want to compare them at the end, one to another, and do some final touches up. cuticle area. Finish it up. Some nails we have to file it shorter time, some nails we need to file it longer time. File the next one. And then finish it out. This is my favorite movement because it does file through the entire nail. Blend the cuticle area. You could see there was a tiny bit of something, so that always has to be nicely blended in. Okay, I'm going to leave the pinky on my own because you guys, it's going to be exactly the same. So I'm not going to show you the pinky. Let's concentrate on those three. Okay, so I can check the length on them. I can shorten this one definitely. That's why I don't leave it at like to do the final shape. At this stage is kind of more to remove the bulkage and then perfect it. That's better. Like really better. Then do the same in here. This side is a little bit raggy, but we are going to buff it with the buffer. Two big apex on this nail. So now I'm just really searching for any imperfection, and this nail is also too long. Nice and thin at the free edge. I can also taper it a little bit more. Okay, so we are going to grab the buffer, and with the buffer we are going to perfect the shape even more. Try to don't press the buffer too hard. If you don't press it too hard, it will remove only the places where you really got too much product. You can see it how much it does improve the shape. Buffer also cleans any bits and pieces which are in the corners of your cuticles. I like to use the white buffer to remove the biggest bulk of the product, and then with the other buffer I can shape them even nicer. So that's the side which I didn't like. And definitive filing is a crucial step for the nice nails. It's good to have a filing routine, so you kind of file all your nails the same way. Then a gray buffer. So with the gray buffer, I'm always perfecting the cuticle area.
Can tell why you swap the buffers.
Yeah, to perfect the cuticle area. Cameraman, you are not listening.
No. Because of the grid is different, yeah?
Yeah, the grid is different. The grid is different, so I can go rougher around the cuticle area. I can also file my nail folds with it as well, just so they look better. Okay, he was a bit right.
It's lots of new subscribers. Each one
Don't
just
know
started.
that. Okay. So blend this one as well. I love this buffer because it makes the nails look much prettier. Okay, we could keep going like this, but I think it's a time to stop. If it's needed, I'm swapping to the file because it would take me too long to sort out this side with the buffer. Yeah, I'm quite happy with them. So there we are, buff it a bit more. And then we've got the plain set of the extension, finish it, and they will be ready for the either a gel polish application or the design or a fringe or anything really you fancy. So clean the dust, and that's what we have created today. I can show you them. Like, I like when they are pinched because they are much narrow. They are also, you can see it also, the difference in between the filet one and the one which isn't filed. So I don't like when the lower arches are dropping too much down, so I tend to take them off a little bit, and then once it's finished it looks like this. So that's my favorite coffin shape, and I hope, guys, you have learned something new and useful on how to do a sculpted coffin shape nails. I'm sending you glittery hugs, and bye for now.